What's up guys, Militant Monkey and welcome to a new series I'm starting on my second channel, which is Militant Monkey Clips, if you're unaware of that. Now this second channel is away from my main channel, which is mainly FIFA based. I'll link it in the description. If you're not already subscribed to me and you enjoy FIFA stuff, I suggest you go take a look at my channel. But yeah, I'm starting a new career mode on F1 2011 as the F1 season this year has begun. Unfortunately, we don't have an F1 2012 game yet, so unfortunately it's not going to be the updated teams and the updated drivers. So I'm hopefully going to continue this series and get an episode a day out. It should be quite easy to do. They're going to be relatively long episodes, pretty much the max that I can upload on this channel. Just simply because I want to do something on this channel, I want to do something with it. The other thing that I'm doing on this channel is uploading other people's content, so if you're interested in uploading FIFA content, please just drop me a message and I'll hopefully get it uploaded for you. So I've got a choice of teams here: Force India, Williams, Marussia, Virgin Racing, Lotus and HRT, which is probably the worst team to go with. So I'm not sure how I'm going to start this. I think I'm going to go with Force India because they got. I think my teammate will be Paul Di Resta rather than Adrian Sutil. I think he's Adrian Sutil this year, like on this year of the game. Still got to try and remember the drivers. Williams, is Hulkenberg in it from last year? Yes, I think so. So I think I'm going to go with this one. So my first question: how much of a challenge do you expect from F1? The choices are. Not too much. I need to get up to speed. I don't think that's an appropriate answer. I'm pretty confident in my own ability, but I'm expecting some competition. I think it's probably going to be that answer to this answer here. I'm going to go with, and hopefully this is not too long of an interview, to be honest, as I just want to get to racing. I believe before the season starts, I've got pre-season testing at Catalonia, the Spanish track. Of course, there is another track in Spain, Valencia, but it's counted as the European Grand Prix. So I'm hopefully just going to be testing in Catalonia, which, to be honest, I don't really like as a track. I always seem to struggle here, but hopefully I'm going to play on one of the hardest difficulties, if not the hardest difficulty. But unfortunately, it just kind of does end up on the hardest difficulty, where you get to the point. Whoa, what was that noise? You get to the point where you just sort of get to the front off the first few corners, well, get towards the front, and then you just have to try and defend your position, which is a little bit annoying. Sorry. So I may just knock it down to the second hardest difficulty. I'll have to see sort of what level I'm performing at on F1. I haven't played F1 2011 for around 3 months. I've sort of played one game on and off, but hopefully I'm going to be up to speed with things on it. Of course, I'm at Force India now, the owner Vijay Mallya, the Kingfisher owner. I believe he is. So a well-funded team and a growing team in F1, relatively new team compared to some of those like McLaren and Ferrari. But hopefully it's going to be a decent team to be at. Obviously, you want a team that's good and growing for the future, which of course that is what Force India is looking to do, as they are backed by a really rich man. So yeah, I believe he's got some sort of owning in Gulf Air maybe, but we go straight into our first race. I am partnered by Adrian Sutil rather than Paul Di Resta, so Adrian Sutil will be the first driver and I'll be the second driver. So we go straight to the race calendar, and we're doing Melbourne this first game. So I don't think I'm going to do many practice sessions, if I'm perfectly honest, but this episode is just going to be a little introductory episode. I don't think I'm going to do any racing this first episode. So here we are. This is the season we have ahead of us. We've got 19 racetracks to go to over around 6 months, I believe. So the first track being Australia, one of the longer standing tracks on the F1 calendar, as well as Malaysia as well. You can see it on the map on the left hand side there. Another track that's been around quite a while. China, of course, is a track renowned for throwing up some really strange results. Turkey, I believe it's not on the F1 calendar this year. I'm not 100%. I don't know why, but Turkey, the Istanbul track is used for many things rather than just F1. Catalonia, of course, a track that's commonly used for testing, a really testing track on the car in terms of cornering and speed. Monaco, sort of the Rolex of the F1 world. A really expensive place. Obviously, on the there's the expensive harbour with all the yachts there, and an extremely tight track. You don't really reach much of a top speed apart from down the main straight. Canada, one of the longest straights in F1 on the on the back straight, sorry, and then a few testing chicanes as you work your way through towards that back straight. The European Grand Prix is in Valencia, relatively new track. I believe it's only 4 years old since its first Grand Prix, and a really good track to race on. United Kingdom obviously is Silverstone. Another track that's used for many different things apart from just F1. It's used all year round pretty much. Germany, Nuremberg. Nurembergring. Nuremberg's obviously the really long track, but the German Grand Prix, it swaps every year with another track in Germany, but I believe that's still an arrangement for it. So hopefully this is a good race. There's another track that's been around quite a while. Then Hungary, the Hungaroring, Budapest. That's where Felipe Massa got injured 2 years ago after a piece of suspension came off. I believe it was Barrichello's Brawn car. It was a spring and hit him right on the eyebrow, which looked very painful. Belgium Spa, place is renowned for its weather changes. Its rain can really change the race overall, and a really good track, a really old track, and it's great to go to. Then Italy, Monza, the fastest track in F1 at the moment. It's mainly made up of just a lot of straights, a very high speed track. And then we have Singapore, a new track, which is a night race. We have it's lit by artificial lighting that's meant to reflect the same as natural light, but yeah, it's after the first night race. We have another new track. Then we have Japan, another old track, Suzuka. I actually don't like this track, but it's a very old track and a very technical track. Then we have another new track, South Korea. Quite a tight track, to be honest. It's quite closed in. It's not like a street. It's not like a street circuit, but the walls are relatively close, and there's not much of a run-off area. Then we have India, a brand new race on the circuit this year. In terms of on this game, it'll be its second year in F1 this year. A really nice track by the looks of it. I've not raced on it much, but it looks really cool. Then we have the United Arab Emirates Yas Marina in Dubai. Absolutely amazing track. It's a dusk race, so it goes from light till night in one race, and it's a really good track to watch. Brazil, always the final race on the calendar. It's a really old track again, well, relatively old track, and always seems to see the decider for the final race of the season for the Formula 1 Championship. Of course, there's no Bahrain on this game, as it was not on the 2011 calendar due to some problems with the government and protests in the country. And then recently they went to the current F1, real life F1 if you like, went to the Bahrain Grand Prix this year, controversially, after no other sport entered Bahrain this year. So that's going to be the end of this first episode, guys. I know it's a pretty long episode. I'm hopefully going to get my first race done in just about a minute. I'll go through the settings and everything before the first race. So thanks for watching, guys. If you're going to enjoy this series, I'd appreciate if you could leave a like on it, and I'll see you guys